What's up, squirts? It's your girl, voiceover girl, and welcome back to the Sunshine Journals. I'm Ray, and today we're doing my June plan with me. I am supremely pumped about this theme because I've had it planned since April, but I kept chickening out of doing it for some reason. It's my first bullet journal setup that's this doodle intensive because I decided it was finally time for me to pick up my pen and do the theme of my dreams. I think it lined up perfectly that I plucked up my courage in June because it's the summer. I mean, in Singapore it's always summer, but for some of you it's summer at this time of the year, and everyone loves ice cream for June. But it's not just ice cream, it's ice cream cats, ice cream kittens, and I have wanted to do an ice cream kitten theme since the beginning of time. This cute trash Kira Kira theme is a materialization of a dream for me, and hopefully it is for like one or two of you out there. If so, feel free to recreate it, but if not... Anyway, I'll get to some commentary on what I'm doing. I decided to make my June header just as bright as the rest of the spread, so I'm doing it in this bubble lettering font. Basically, I sketched the letter outlines in pencil and then went in with my markers. I traced the outlines with a pastel color on the top half of the letters and then traced over them with a brown marker for the bottom. I was trying to make them look like ice cream letters, with the pastel part being the ice cream and the brown part being the wafer. I also tried to create some kind of drip effect by having both colors meet along this wavy line. Here you're going to see me adding some reflectiveness using a white gel pen followed by details in black. Those little marks are not ants, they are sprinkles. Just thought I'd put that out there because in hindsight they really do look like ants. And yep, classic crosshatch pattern on the wafer. Next, I'm drawing my ice cream kitties. I used the same four colors that I used to letter the word June and then scattered them semi-randomly throughout. Kind of used an evenly spaced diagonal layout thing that I'm gonna explain later, but for now you'll see that the cat heads are just ovals with little triangles peeking out. The cones are basically these long brown triangles, which I thought made the most sense when overlapping just slightly with the bottom of each cat head. So yeah, I'm just drawing cones, I'm drawing cones, I'm drawing cones for days. It's pretty therapeutic, I highly recommend it. Just draw cones all day. And now I'm about to explain the diagonal cat layout. So each cat head is 2 boxes in height, as is each cone. I also made it such that the bottom of each cone coincided with the top of the next row of cat heads, which in my case made the layout look neatest. Yes. What am I even doing with that hand? Please go away. I thought the empty spaces next to the June header needed some filling, so I drew a little group of melty cat heads, which are basically the same as cat heads, but with little wavy frills at the bottom. If I say cat heads one more time, PETA is gonna come for my butt. I also drew one more lonesome melty cat head on the right. One lonely boy. We stand. Now there are a few different cat face parts that I mixed and matched while doing this, so I'm gonna talk about them. Firstly, I used 2 different kinds of eyes. On the green cat, you'll see the little vertical oval eyes, and on the yellow cat, you'll see the inverted U-shaped happy eyes. I also used 3 kinds of mouths. The one on the green cat is a classic cat smile, and the one on the yellow cat is an open-mouthed smile. That's basically a classic cat smile, but with a little extra U at the bottom. The third smile I used is the one on the pink cat, which is basically the :P tongue out expression. Basically the same as the open mouth one, but with a line down the center of the little U. And yes, I used the same ears and whiskers for them all. For the rest of the cats, I kinda just mixed and matched the different features in as many combinations as I could think of. Smiley eyes, vertical eyes, open mouths, closed mouths. You name the permutation and I probably did it. Now I'm doing that same crosshatch pattern on all the wafer cones to complete each ice cream. I kind of tried to keep it as messy as I could in a sense. I didn't try to be too perfect with it. I just moved my pen really fast to create these sketchy lines, and I thought that looked pretty good. Finally, I'm giving the little melty cats faces too. You know, to give them like the expressions and the feelings and emotions that they deserve. Especially that one sad lonely boy on the right. He deserves everything. Look at you little kitty, smiling. I thought the spread had quite a bit of empty space that needed filling, so I thought, why don't we add some sprinkles to tie it all together. So I scattered sprinkles all around, which really helped me fill those empty gaps. I think they did what I needed them to do, which is great because I love me some confetti. And now moving on to the monthly spread. After a few trials, I figured out that a bright red could pretty surprisingly complement the theme pretty well. So I set about turning my monthly calendar into an ice cream stand. I drew a really long trapezium with a wavy bottom as like the tent of the stand, and I did a big closed box for all the dates. I used a thicker fine liner for the outline of the box and a thinner one for the lines inside it because I wanted to accentuate the overall shape a little bit more. If I'm not wrong, I used a 0.3 and a 0.1 fine liner. Yes. Now I'm coloring in the tent thingy. I high-key planned it such that both ends of the tent would be red instead of white, which took a little bit of finishing with a pencil beforehand. Yeehaw! But it turned out Gucci, so that's fine. I don't know why I sounded so aggressive saying that, but I did. Anyway, I'm just coloring. It's like the colors of the Singapore flag. I feel so patriotic right now. Oh my god. Oh my goodness. Look at that patriot go! When will she be done so I can move on with this voiceover? Ooh, okay, I'm done. So I decided to fill the empty space at the bottom of the spread with a kitty ice cream doodle to complement the theme. I drew a double scoop ice cream kitten cone in both pink and yellow, followed by these cylindrical wafer stick things. Okay, this drawing process needs to catch up to my voiceover a little bit. I'm on a roll. Keep going. Yes, I wanted to add a little bit of variety to this spread, so I incorporated some non-ice cream dessert related things like the wafers and a strawberry, which turned out pretty alright. I attempted to do a little bit of shading by going over the shadowy bits of the wafers a little, which maybe worked, maybe didn't. I don't know, you tell me. Now I'm doing that strawberry like I said I was. Cute strawberry. Strawberry shortcake was my childhood. While I was waiting for the ink on that doodle to dry, or perhaps procrastinating on deciding what details to add to it, I moved on to drawing little cat heads in the date boxes. If you watched my previous Plan With Me videos, you'll know that I usually color in little circles for these, but I turned them all into cat heads this month because I wanted to be extraneous. I'm an extra girl in an extra world and I'm writing numbers and I'm gonna be done. I also did another June header at some point off camera, so I cut it out and stuck that on. And now I'm about to start jamming to the Sophia the First theme song, which kinda went like, it looks like one of those Pantone color charts, if you know what I'm saying. Anyway, what I'm actually doing is cutting out these little strips to write the days of the week on. I didn't think simply writing them on the red and white part of the spread would allow them to show up boldly enough, so I used these pastel paper strips as a backing and then wrote the days of the week on them and then stuck them on. It do be that simple, boys. So I finally stopped procrastinating on filling in the details here and settled on the same no outline style as on the cover page. This meant drawing faces and the same crosshatch pattern on the cone. I also put these curved lines on the wafers to imitate the spiral layers on a wafer, if you know what I'm saying. And yeah, I added a few seeds to the strawberry too. Classic strawberry. There's really not so many ways you can draw a strawberry. And I capitalized on that because I'm a capitalist. I am capitalisting so hard right now. And now, more cat heads. You guys know the drill, Peter's gonna come for my butt, all that stuff. Same faces, same colors, same sprinkles too. As always, I'm putting my video schedule on the right hand side of the spread. It's taking the form of a signboard this month, just a simple brown sign with wood details. Basically those little strokes and spirals that make brown things look like wood. And then I arrange the words at funny angles because I'm quirky. Now it's time to finish up this spread with even more sprinkles and then move on to my trackers. But not before we do a couple of pan shots. And flip. And now my trackers. As you guys are about to see, the number of trackers that I've been using each month has been dwindling slowly. Yeah. I'm in this weird limbo state where I want to track my habits, but either I don't do the habits or I do the habits, but I don't track them, and like, yikes. Maybe I'll surrender and remove them completely at some point. Who knows? But for now, I'm still trying to find balances and switch strategies and stuff. If you have any advice though, feel free to drop it in the comments below and I'll come find you. I doodled the word habits in the same font and style as just now and continue drawing ice cream cats around the header with sprinkles. Same old, same old. I have to say though, I think the classic smiley cat face with the vertical eyes and no mouth alterations has got to be my favorite this month. Move aside happier cats, we only like moderately happy cats. I'm only tracking 2 habits this month, which gave me a little bit more space to make my trackers fancier. As you can see, my habit trackers are little ice cream stands like in my monthly spread, which I thought was like really tiny and cute. Below that, I have a had a good day tracker, which is new in my bullet journal, but also not. It's basically the same thing as my feel satisfied habit tracker that you might have seen in my previous month spreads, but bigger and fancier. What I use it for is that I'll color in an empty numbered cat head when I have a good day or a satisfying day. I have a pretty broad definition of what a good day is. Like, it could have been a productive day or a well-deserved rest day or really whatever I consider a generally helpful day. I don't put strict parameters around it because what I need in a day really does change pretty much every day. So this is basically just me trying to cultivate a habit of like waking up in the morning determined to make my day a good one, whatever that entails. Man, I sound so privileged right now. I feel like I'm about to go to Whole Foods and buy non-GMO crops, or like kale chips, or Fiji water, something like that. I don't know. But yeah, tracker update for this month is that I cut down on my trackers, I made them cuter, I made them fancier, and I'm numbering cat heads. We'll see how it goes, but I'm looking forward to it. Anyway, that concludes this month's setup. I hope you enjoyed this video as much as I enjoyed making it, and I hope the little cats brightened your day a little. Thank you super very much for watching. Do consider leaving a like if you liked this month's theme, and drop a comment if you want to say hi, or you have anything to say, or you'd like to make a suggestion. I'll come find you. Oh, and yes, subscribe and we can stay in touch. I love talking to all of you guys and keeping up with you guys. You guys are the very best, and remember to stay sunny until I see you again. Peace.